Yo.
What up, guys? Welcome to episode 78 of Fresh Off the Mats. Here with the Jiu-Jitsu Joes with our fancy new mics.
It will crackle.
Snap, crackle, pop,
we
Rice
can't
Krispies.
Scream into it. These aren't $200 mics.
Sorry.
Dumbass. God, we're going to hear it. It's just... He's very excited.
I'm super excited. These mics are fantastical.
We have mics.
We got mics between two mics. I'm moving my chair out just a little bit.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out like the...
We're still finding our footing with our setup. Just is what it is.
New gym. Did we talk about that last week? I don't think we.
I think people noticed the fact that the new background, obviously.
But that doesn't mean like new gym or anything.
Yeah. We're at the new gym.
So there's a whole new location. So we're trying to figure out like where it'd be.
And how to set up.
Yeah,
we thought maybe putting it with the TV in the background, but the TV's mounted high, so like
there's wires.
It just, I don't know. And plus, we're gonna be sitting so low, it just would look weird.
I think Angel was just like set up a green screen. I was like, do you see our podcast? Like, do you think we're out here doing?
Can you take this away from your eye? You have like one hair hanging by your eye. It's gone.
Okay,
this is bothering me.
Bothering you? I didn't even see it.
Dude, can I bring up a video I saw on a podcast? Like, I feel like I have a strong stomach. Like, when I listen to the Your Mom's House podcast, like, they show some gross things and, like, grotesque stuff. And it's never bothered me or made my stomach go into knots. But they showed a video today of a couple that like to climb mountains, vertical mountains, like, with the wall just like this, flat.
Fuck, they climb.
They climb it by putting their hands in the cracks and they use like all the ropes and stuff.
Jesus.
Bro, they posted a video how they're, 7 days, day 7 camping on the side of a mountain. They have this contraption that floats off the mountain and is anchored in, and they sleep on like a fucking
cot.
Yeah, in the air, thousands of feet in the air.
Did I get you to get your stomach turned?
Bro, I got so nauseous because I know how I roll a lot in my sleep. I'm like, this motherfucker gonna just roll off the bed. And like, you ever have the nightmare of falling in your sleep and it wakes you up and startles you? So that's legit real with these people.
What I think though is, so like my experience with sleeping on cots, like when you sleep, it kind of like dips a bit. And you have the bars there. So you're not just like rolling over. I've never once.
What is it like to wake up in the morning and be like, like
they probably don't wake up that way.
Stop, dude. That is terrifying.
Do they have nothing like hooked onto them either? Like in case they fall?
I don't know. They had a bunch of cables and ropes. And
I feel like they have a safety measure. Like they're not just free
How do you
floating.
even set that up on the side of a mountain? How do you even put that in? Bro, I cannot. Those videos of people free climbing and doing ropes and all thousands of feet in the air.
There was something I wanted to bring up.
It's one thing to climb up and down the mountain and be done with it in a couple hours. It's another thing to be like day 7 of sleeping off the side of a mountain. Dude, come on, man. That was terrifying. That makes my stomach turn so bad because it's one slip up and you're falling.
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
Falling hard, like you're dead. At that point,
it's super dead.
I think that's also part of like why people do these things. Like Mac is very big on tracing these adrenaline things, right? Like she wants to go like not just like skydives, like she wants to do like the free falling type stuff, and then she wants to go like zip lining. Where you ever seen the zip lines off of like a mountain? Not a zip line, the bungee one, where that you just drop and you just hope that thing actually snaps back up.
You've seen the video of the zip line gone wrong with the carabiner where the guy's trying to grab it and it's slicing off his hand.
Well, that's also, you don't grab them.
I know, but he was freaking out because his carabiner was turning into dust slowly but surely. So he's like, I got to fucking grab this thing to slow it down.
Yeah, no.
Why? Why do you do
these things? But she wants to go do all that stuff. I told her, like, there's one thing, her and her sister, they want to go in this plane. I think it's in Utah. I think it's Utah. You go on this plane. It's like the winged ones, right? Obviously, all planes have wings, but you know the ones I'm talking about, the propeller and all that.
Yeah,
like like old school planes, I guess. Like they're able to fly lower, right? Okay. It's not like a jet engine or anything. You get on this fucking plane. You climb up and out of the plane to get onto the wing of the plane to buckle yourself into these fucking boots that are on the wings of the plane, and you fly and you stand there. While you're fucking booted up.
The experience is climbing out onto a plane and then
while it's flying, it's fucking flying. Let me see if I can catch a video. Bro, she told me, she goes, "You're gonna do this with me." I was like, "I'm gonna watch you do it."
You know what else simulates flying? What's those places where the fucking fans are underneath you, you float in the air, and you're only 10 feet off the air?
Those motherfuckers are expensive. I didn't know that. Those things are like, you might as well go fly off of a plane.
Really?
Yeah, they're expensive. You can pay that for the same cost as actually jumping out of a plane.
Really?
Yes. I was talking to Lamar's dad about it because he takes him there all the time. He was just like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "That's not cheap." And I was like, "So why don't I just jump out of a plane?"
I thought it was like $40-$50.
No.
Hundreds of dollars?
Yeah. Stupid. Yeah.
To go in a fucking cylinder dick tunnel and just...
And it's not even forever. It's not like you're in there for like 30 minutes.
It looks like they're in there for like 5 minutes.
At best. Yeah, literally, you might as well go jump out of a plane. So what it is I think it's good for like kids because a kid can't go skydiving. I think there's probably like an age limit. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So there's probably an age limit. And so if you want them to get that type of experience, oh God, what?
I just had the idea of like some 300-pound person or 400, like fat fuck, like my 600-pound life, and the fan not being able to be strong enough to blow their weight up.
There probably is a weight limit. I guarantee it's probably like 300 pounds at best.
Bro, you think it could lift Brian up? Brian's like 300 pounds.
Probably not. How much does
I'm picturing like my 600-pound life person and like they're just fats just flapping up.
I don't know what to call this thing. Let me see. She just says
standing on the plane experience. I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to. Standing on the wing of a plane.
This sounds so fucking
wind walking.
Wind walking. Wait a minute. How do you walk onto the plane when the fucking wind is cutting through? You don't fly off? This is by far one of the dumbest things, and I would never do this.
Oh, prior to takeoff. She showed me one. No, yeah. So wing walking involves leaving the cockpit and climbing out on the aircraft.
No shot, dude. No shot. No shot. The planes were not designed for this. Nobody, when they made a plane, was like, "Hey, take your seatbelt off and go on the wing to experience flight."
Okay, so for normal people, you get strapped in ahead of time. So I think she's thinking that they're going to let her walk out, which that's what I was like, you're out of your mind.
The chance of you killing somebody?
So professionals, they'll walk out from the cockpit and walk out onto the wing.
No, sir. No, sir. I don't want my last moments to be,
You know what I told her that she didn't even think about? I was like, what if a bird
hits you in the face? Because you're going what? Like 200
you're fucking flying.
300 miles an hour?
Bro, you're flying.
What's the average speed of a plane? 300 miles an hour? 400?
Probably.
Are you dead?
Hell yes.
If a bird hits you in the
chest?
chest?
A rock fucking hits you, dude.
Yo.
How fast? I don't know what to call those planes.
Average speed of
a plane. Yeah, but it's like these type of planes.
Average speed of a single engine plane.
Single engine? Is that what those are called?
That's what it is, single engine.
All right, average speed
of a single engine plane. It's got to be like 300 miles an hour, 400 miles an hour.
183 miles per hour.
183? Bro, you could die from somebody
throwing
anywhere a 90 from 115 fastball.
115 to 230.
Yeah, but you got to realize it's also going like this when it hits.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like the bird's also moving, and it has a beak. Like that's done. I told her, I was like, it hits you anywhere. It hits your leg. Your whole leg is just gone. So that's what I told her. She was like, "Come on, just do it with me." I was like, "You're out of your mind." She was just like, "My sister's going to," and I was like, "Well, then both of you will die."
I don't know risk shit like that. My buddy Angelo, he went shark diving, and
I want to do that. Okay, that I want to do. No, I want to do like the free shark diving.
I saw a video where fucking great white somehow wiggled its way between that gap that they say sharks can't make it through the gap, and then it was in the cage with the guy, dude. Now you're in a cage with a beast trying to eat you
because the chum. You know what chum is, right?
Yeah.
So the chum apparently got into the cage, and the great white started ramming into it. It's not supposed to happen, but yeah, the chum got in there.
So it's not foolproof that it cannot make it into that cage.
Those things can break those fucking things if it wants to.
Nah, homie. Nah, I want to be in a cage where I know there's zero chance of a shark, even a little shark, this big shark. I don't need him biting my willy.
Sharks, dude, the ones that don't do anything, they don't do anything.
It doesn't matter. Can it fit my finger in its mouth? That's a lot of trauma for me to lose my fingertip. That's a lot of trauma,
I like
bro.
my pinky nail.
I like when people are like, oh, it's a little shark. What does that mean? It could still take off my pinky toe, no?
Like Cayman catching all the sharks.
Yeah. Cayman's like, oh.
He was mad as shit.
I got this little shark.
He caught the small one. He was like, I didn't get the biggest one. And I
No.
was like, there was bigger? He goes,
No.
oh, yeah.
People want to pretend like, oh, it's a little shark. It can't hurt you. It could still take a tip off. Just the tip.
Dude.
No. That's fucking nuts, man. I don't live my life like I feel like I don't need to. My life is pretty exciting and very fun. I don't need to find a way to make it more exciting. I don't know. These adrenaline people scare me. Like these people are in the world just willy-nilly.
Bro, like the Red Bull people? Yo, dude.
Let me start.
The Red Bull goes out of their way to be like, what can we do to just push human nature?
When that guy jumped out of the
Halo jump?
Out of the spaceship.
It's a Halo jump, bro.
Come on.
So to be fair,
how many people could you have fed with the production of this?
Well, think about it. Like our military does that often. It's a Halo jump. Like our military our guys get trained on that. Not normal
from
people.
outer space into
people.
the universe.
Atmosphere. They're in the atmosphere. Now
Outer
he did it
space.
at the highest point possible.
Yeah.
They literally were like, we're breaking the edge of him floating away or some shit, right? they said, hey,
What happens if you float away?
the jump,
Do you accept death at that point?
fucking rising. What did that happen? He went, all right, boys, here I go. Because the jump is just, shit. Wait.
Send help. So can they save you? Can they save you?
Probably not. I don't know. How are they going to fucking save you? We just fucking, hey, make a chain. Everyone jump and we just have to pull each other in. Like, I don't fucking know.
How fast does it take to get to there? Like, can they send a emergency ship to go get him?
Probably not. I don't know. No, he was in a plane. He wasn't in a rocket.
I understand, but what happens if he jumped out and started floating away into the abyss? Can they send somebody to
I
get
doubt
you?
it, bro.
I'm not risking that. That's so risky. That's such a risky way to live your life. I don't
Do
care
those guys
for
get
it.
paid?
I would hope so. You got paid. I would hope that money was the only incentive needed for that.
You know, like how like Olympics athletes don't get paid.
I get it, but they're not risking their lives. No swimmer was like, I might drown today in the pool. There's always a lifeguard. If not, there's 30 other people in the pool who know how to swim. Everyone's a lifeguard.
There's always a lifeguard.
It's a pool full of people who know how to swim. I think your probability of dying in a swimming competition is so low.
Wasn't there that like that? It was the diver. I think like you know the trick divers. I think one of them she came down. It was I think.
I'm not talking about like
but she did like some trick. No, like you said, there are like the professional divers and all that. It was like she came down, and I think when she like was going down the board came back and it clipped her.
But professional diving is different than professional swimming. Yeah. Professional swimmers don't dive.
But it was like I think like the big deal. They were like, oh, like someone from another country saved her.
See what happened
like,
to that college athlete?
Oh, what happened?
Bro, this happened like maybe 3 or 4 days ago. This kid like he won some prestigious like I don't know what it's called, but like the NCAA like title for swimming, and he won. And he was so excited that he jumped. I didn't know this was a rule. He jumped on those things that separate the lanes, and he celebrated on top of it. In their rules, you get DQ'd if you do that.
So he lost.
So he won. He landed in the next guy's lane. The guy who came in second, he got DQ'd, and they interviewed the guy who came in second but took first because of the DQ. And the guy said, I gotta tell you, whatever that kid's name is, that they should, dude, people should recognize that guy because he's like, no, this is a bullshit loss. John worked his ass off for that. He won fair and square. I'm going to give the medal to him. I'm not accepting this first place medal. Like he
denied it.
He denied it. He's like, I'm not in first place. He won fair and square, and he was emotional and celebrating the way any of us would. Yeah. And because of a stupid rule about jumping on those lane diverting things, he gets DQ'd, and that's bullshit. And he gave him the medal for it.
So I'm partial on that.
You lost. You did. You lost. And he did the right thing to decline and give it to him.
And I get that. But then there's also the aspect like Kobe says it all the time. Kobe used to be infamous, I would say, for calling out the refs for not knowing certain rules. Yeah. And he would argue with them because there's rules that will benefit him, and also rules that, hey, you need to go call that guy for this, and he would know the rules so much better. So it's like, I'm partial in the sense, like, as someone who obviously competes too, understand the rules. Like, I lost one match by a rule. Yeah. Guy opened up his guard. I lost because I didn't think that was stalling. He just flailed his legs for 3 seconds and then closed it back up.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a rule, so I get called.
But here's the thing:
like, did you
that
win?
That was during a match, right? This race was over. He won.
Then, like Nicholas Marigali, flicking off a fan. Not a fan.
Oh yeah.
But you lost because you decided to show unsportsmanlike conduct. NFL guys, there have been times when they were taking where they canceled a score because the guys wanted to sit there and celebrate too long. Like,
but you gotta let athletes celebrate.
Yes.
Like, I really think it brings something.
And that's why I said I'm partial on both sides because, dude, be on the field doing what you're doing.
This college kid just won the race of his life. I think it's like their most prestigious title for swimming. And you're going to take it away because he celebrated?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, when you win the lottery, are you supposed to sit there like, just won a bunch of money? Or like, I just won the Stanley Cup.
Probably might be the best thing for people to do.
I just won the Super Bowl. I'm just going to sit here and like, oh, cool. Dude, no way. Yeah. No way, man.
And that's what I mean. Like, that's why I say I'm partial in the sense, like, I understand the rule set and also athlete safety, because it's like the same guys, like how Dana gets pissed off the guys who like do backflips off the cage. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, jackass, like, you're gonna hurt yourself. Like that one, man. It may seem stupid, but if they slip, possibly get too close to the edge, hit their head.
But it's so many variables because look at that guy Johnny Walker, who all he did was do the salute, and then he like pretended to face plant after his win. He dislocated his shoulder, blew out his shoulder doing that.
Oh shit!
He went like this, and then when he went to land, popped his shoulder out. Eesh. And he got hurt. So like, okay, so what's an okay celebration? This guy literally did the simplest thing and fucking hurt his shoulder. Yeah. Guys backflip all the time.
And that's what I mean. Like,
you got to let athletes
it's like understanding, and then also in that I was just about to say that is sometimes you just got to let the athlete be the athlete. And if they get hurt, well, it's like they did it themselves. They made that choice.
Bro, we're animals. You're trying to control wild animals.
Yes.
You're trying to control them, and it's like, dude, you can't control emotion. Let them get it. Like, that's so silly to just be like, he's celebrating, therefore he loses. What?
This is a completely different topic.
I'm okay with it.
How are you with like would you rather questions?
I love them.
Are you someone who's able to make a choice?
Yeah, I feel like you have to make.
So I'm not. I'm horrible. I don't know why this just went through my head. I think Mac and I were doing like a would you rather not too long ago. I suck at them.
Your mom's house comes up with some of the best would you rather scenarios ever. Of course, they're gross and disgusting, but like,
gross and disgusting.
Yeah, you got to commit to a side.
I'm horrible at it. Like, so even like the simple things, like she'll come at me. She was like, "Okay, would you rather have Reese's for the rest of your life or peanut M&Ms?" Simple.
Reese's peanut butter cups or Reese's Pieces. You mean?
No, the peanut butter cups. Yeah.
Or peanut
M&Ms.
Reese's cups.
I can't do that, dude.
Reese's cups. If I never see another M&M again, I'm fine with it.
I gotta have.
I love M&Ms, but like Reese's cups are the bomb diggity. There's no better fucking chocolate peanut butter duo.
Yeah, peanut butter, but like peanut M&Ms, they're delicious.
No,
and like peanut butter, but peanut butter is good because then you put it in the fridge. Have you put Reese's in the fridge?
Bro, Reese's, they hit the number one. They should just stop. Every time I go to Publix, it's like, try Reese's with Reese's Pieces inside the cups. Try Reese's with Snickers in the cups. Try Reese's with your mom in between the cups. Bro, how many things are you going to put in these fucking cups, dude?
Caramel in it.
No, stop. Just peanut butter and chocolate. That's all you need.
They got
now we got thin Reese's, thick Reese's, double stack Reese's, Reese's on Reese's. We're in the Reeseverse. What are we doing? Just regular Reese's peanut butter cups, dude.
We're in the Reeseverse. Well, I mean, M&M's is doing the same thing. They got pretzels, caramel,
now you get
brownie.
It used to be M&M's and then peanut M&M's. And then one day they're like, what was the first variation? Was it
Mini.
crisp?
Mini.
Oh, mini. And then it
Mini's
became,
good, though.
Now there's like pretzel M&M's and caramel M&M's.
Fudge is garbage. If you like the fudge one's gross.
Bro, how many M&M's are we going to make? The M&M verse.
It's candies, dude. Are you good with like salted chocolate? Do you like that?
I like it sometimes. I gotta be in the mood for it.
No, I can't stand
like,
it.
I had these dark chocolate pretzel bites, and they were so fucking
That sounds
good.
horrible.
No, they were good. They were good.
I tried the true stuff that you have, the fruit and chocolate.
Oh, you don't like those? The frozen ones?
Dude, gross.
Not the room temperature ones.
Frozen.
You don't like the blueberries with dark chocolate?
No.
Or the strawberries or the chocolate peanut butter? I mean, the fucking banana peanut.
I tried.
You don't like those?
I tried.
It's such a guilt-free snack.
I tried all of them.
Is dark chocolate is good for you? Peanut butter is good for you?
You know what else is?
Bananas.
Have you had the acai and dark chocolate? It's like like room temperature. It's like in a little packet. Forget the company that makes it, but those are delicious.
Acai and dark chocolate?
Yeah, it's acai.
How do they keep acai fresh?
It's acai. It's the berry. Acai and blueberries inside dark chocolate.
Regular temperature? It's not frozen?
No. It's just like normal candy.
I don't know, man.
That one's delicious. The frozen one, that was terrible, and I couldn't stand it. I was just like, but there's a. Have you seen the You Should Know podcast? Those guys are fucking hilarious too. It's a black dude and a white dude.
Is it the one that I DM to you all the time when they got into a fight about if pumpkins are fruits or vegetables?
Probably sounds like something that those two would talk about.
The guy kind of looks like the white dude. Kind of looks like me.
No,
he's got like.
No,
I think I've DM'd their
the other guy's
TikToks
Peyton.
To you.
The other dude's name is Peyton.
I don't know. I gotta see faces.
Hold up, I'm a.
But they get into some arguments sometimes. I'm like, what the fuck?
Peyton has me fucking dying, bro. That dude. I do agree with people. I don't understand how that man figures this. Yeah. These guys, You Should Know.
Yes, I've sent these guys.
Yeah, I've sent them too because they're funny. They're hilarious.
They're
bro.
so funny.
They did They were talking about fucking shit. The hell's her name? Blind and deaf lady. The fuck's her name?
Helen Keller.
Helen Keller. There we go.
And how people confuse her with Anne Frank.
That's because Peyton thought it was Anne Frank. He goes, "How the hell she fly a plane? Did she leave the basement? She escaped." When I heard that, I was like, "You fucking idiot!"
Like Helen Keller was blind and deaf. Anne Frank was the one hiding from the Nazis. Yes.
And then people also confuse the two of them with
Amelia Earhart.
Like, bro, I don't even know how she.
America is lost, bro.
I love our country, bro.
America's lost
because we get some useless ass info. I'm all about history. I love history. Truly, I love studying history. But bro, think back at that elementary age of yourself. Why the fuck were we learning about these things? What use have they been outside of you just now know homegirl flew a plane?
Yep.
Other homegirl was blind and deaf. I don't know anything about Helen Keller outside the fact that she was blind and deaf. I don't remember shit about her. That she just lived in the world of darkness.
You know what's crazy? 30, 40 years from now, when they write the history of what's happening right now, what is the truth?
I mean, what is the truth?
What is the truth? 30, 40 years from now, they're going to be like, this non-binary person committed mass murders. And it's like, wait, this guy? No, he's not a male. He is not a male. He identifies as the first female serial killer in American history. Bro, like, what is going to be the truth? Like, how are they going to write history books? Are they going to write it where they're like, this, they, them committed mass murders? Who was this group that killed all these people? No, it was one guy, they, them.
I don't think so, because history in itself.
When they talk about a president, because at some point it's going to happen where there's a president that's like, I'm they, them.
I doubt that.
How are they going to talk about like history things? CEOs that are like.
So the only time I can see that
when they ran Apple, who's they? Multiple people? No, one guy.
I doubt it'll ever happen because that's not a big population.
I understand.
Social media makes it seem like that's a huge population.
I understand, but how are we going to think about this stuff later on in life? Like, is it going to be accurate to what's described in the books?
I would say so.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think think it's not going to get more progressive where they're going to be like, them ran Apple from 2027 to 2030?
People or like, I guess, document holders, like whoever, I don't know, documentary people, fucking whatever the fuck.
Elementary.
Whatever you call these people that maintain our story.
Yeah. Also, doesn't it go by who writes the book too?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So what happens if you have someone
who's winning this fight right now? We're winning this fight.
Who's winning a fight?
The people that don't think that one person equals they.
Listen, I agree. I think down the line, record holding of what's going on nowadays, like it's going to be so convoluted and so mixed up.
I mean,
and so
it's already getting into that because of fucking the internet and it's so, bro. So I saw this one deals with like the fitness realm, and I mean, I'm sure it could also be said about jujitsu. Yeah, it was brought up today about like how there's all these fancy things on Instagram, on YouTube for jujitsu, and then you go to competition and that's not what people are winning with. It's the same thing in the fitness world. You hear about it like, oh, you should do intermittent fasting. Oh, you should do carb cycling. Oh, you should do like keto, carnivore, like
trends.
All these fucking trends. But like the girl I was listening to, she has a great point. They all start with like the right mentality, right? Just like how the whole they, them, she, her, fucking he, him thing, it started from a good place, right? Yeah. People who like, they felt like they didn't fit somewhere. This is what they wanted, but then people took it and then just fucking.
You know what I think it is? It's too many losers out there that they
it don't becomes their identity.
No, it's not just their identity. Is they have nothing else to contribute. There's nothing special about the person, but they could just say, "Oh, I'm not special," but I identify as they them, and now they get a clout. They get like a notoriety because. Oh my God, you were a nobody. You were not going to be successful in high school, but you came out as trans, they, them, and
now you have something to stand out.
Yeah, now you have something that sets you apart from the crowd, and it's like, so is it just a way to be special and looked at and like, oh, you're so brave,
and that's where I see that, and that's what I mean is like, there's so much, and it goes back to like what history is going to show for us, and I think.
But are they going to talk about this? Are they going to be like, oh, back in the day, people used to just say they were they, them just to get fame and notoriety and they became famous on YouTube?
So I doubt that because like not again, where it started was a good place. And I think these people that did start
they mean well.
They weren't wanting that fame or notoriety. They weren't looking for the
cloud.
Yeah, they weren't looking support, to be put into the limelight. They were just looking for support in the sense of like, support my decision in this because this is what I feel.
If you're trans,
people took it and ran with it.
If you're trans, if you're actually a guy and you go through the whole thing and you want to be a girl and you take the proper step, I have no problem calling you her, she, like, you know what I mean? Like if you're
especially when it's like noticeable. I'm sorry.
But if you look like us and you're like, dude, we're she, her.
But no, you're not.
Come on.
I saw one.
And then you make a viral video where, how dare you look at me and say
not like a beard? And I'm like, dude, at least go for it. They're like, bro, facial hair isn't just linked only to men. But is it though? Like, who has it more? Because that's where I'm like that, and that's where my argument
majorities.
And that's what exactly. Stop looking. Yes, because they'll bring up things like PCOS, where women will.
What?
Mac actually, it's called PCOS. It's a disease. And it can affect women, especially their hormones. It can cause like more hair to grow. It can cause massive weight gain. Like it's a legitimate disease, right? I call it PCOS because it's just easier to say than PCOS to me, right? I say PCOS. Max says I shouldn't say that. She was just like, you should say the whole thing. I was like, oh, I'm not going to say that. I say PCOS. Okay. Anyway, these females that will get that, all of a sudden, now everyone has it. Like you'll see it, especially within the she, her fucking people. Because
listen, we all grew up in high school with a couple of Indian chicks that went to high school with a few mustaches.
Like, dude.
Hey, it is what it is. It's weird, but I never said anything to the Indian girl who was like, oh my God, you have a mustache.
No.
I'm sure there were people that did that. But it is what it is.
And this is what gets you. That person is an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, yes, that person's a dick for calling them out. If they made fun of you or anything, that person is a dick. But it's just like a short I shared. It was like another guy made it, and he was just like, I want to talk about this whole gay thing. He was like, people not letting, we're probably not going to be able to get this aired because I bring this up now.
Why?
Because just talking about how shit's gay. He goes, when I say shit's gay, he's like, I'm not talking about fucking dick sucks. He's like, I'm talking about taxes. That's gay. And he was just like, that's fucking it.
We grew up in the 90s where saying that's gay is like, that was actually the least offensive thing you could say because there's a 3-letter word that I wasn't going to say it. But people used to say that shit derogatory. Bro, saying that's gay. Even then, we used to say, "Oh, we got homework tonight. That's gay."
Fucking like, gay, dude.
Like, oh, don't confuse gay with stupid. Okay, but nowadays we confuse other terms like she, he, they, them, all this other shit.
Retard anymore? Fuck that.
If something's retarded,
something's retarded. Bro.
I say that shit to this day.
Yeah, I say everything.
It's a lack of forward progress.
I tell people, fucking do something about it. If you're that offended, handle it. because you can't call the cops on me. I'm going to say whatever, please. I'm not saying, I won't walk up, just like this guy said. He goes, you don't go up to a retarded person and call them retarded.
No.
And because he goes, because that's
gay
and retarded. And that's how he put it, dude. He literally was like, because that's gay and retarded. You don't go and do that because you're not trying to be an asshole. If I just look at it, like, let's say like the wall plugs that you put it, if it wasn't working, like, man, this shit's fucking retarded. If someone was like, you can't fucking say it, shut up.
But the word retarded means lack of forward progress. And because the outlet doesn't work, it stops you from plugging your phone in and stops forward progress. So therefore, it is retarded.
Gay.
It is lacking forward progress.
Shut up. I don't give a fuck about the definition. I didn't ask for a dictionary.
If you don't continue to watch, like, share, and subscribe,
you are gay.
You are gay and retarded.
You are gay. Probably like dick sucks in Xbox, I bet.